Should we start?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the Mavi podcast. Today we have Alan. What?
Phase up. Phase up. Yeah, whatever. Good day, mate. Good day, mate.
What even is in that?
Huh?
What?
Oh, no, don't worry. That wasn't gang signs. I was failing at everything, man. Phase up, you
I
know.
butchered that, by the way. Sorry, I'm tired. Like, I had a long day.
It's been a long week, man. One sec.
Oh, yeah.
Fancy today.
Nice.
I've had enough alcohol. We're just back from Christmas break. I've been on the bender for 4 days in a row because I have family from Poland over.
Dude, I don't know how you can drink Monster at like 5 o'clock. So
Um,
I would be up all night. My heart would be racing.
Fun fact, you know how I start most of my days?
Monster in the morning?
No, well, not Monster. Usually not Monster in the morning, but a coffee and not sponsored and a Zin.
Coffee and a Zin.
I'm at the age where it's caffeine and nicotine in the morning, or I can't function. It's probably not an age. It's probably just like
Yeah, to be fair, I used to be like that, and then things had to change.
yeah. I think I'm also hitting that age where things will need to change because I'm feeling the consequences of all of my actions since I turned 18. But we don't talk about that, you know.
Yeah, it all starts to change around like 25, 26.
Stop. La. I can't hear you. It doesn't.
Dude,
You're
I'm
good.
coming 28 soon, and like, yeah, things are changing. Like, oh, right,
Man.
well.
I turned 25. The day after I turned 25, acid reflux for the first time in my life.
To be fair, I only had that a few times, but funny enough, you should say that. I've been getting it all day today. It was that breakfast babs I had this morning.
Fair. Oh, I don't even know what triggers it, man. I just had like a high acid level for a week, and I got given like meds. After the week, it was like, here, you just take this, man, for like 7 days, and it'll be back to normal. And I'm just like, is this what getting old is like?
Yeah.
I don't want it. But
That's
speaking
the first check engine light.
Yeah, speaking of getting old, I got my first tattoo at 18. Now I'm 25, so it's been 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years since I started.
What was your first one?
Was it the? Have you ever watched Adventure Time?
Nah, not. I can't say I have.
Okay.
I probably have like mid-episode type of thing, but that's about it.
Adventure Time has been like, maybe not the childhood cartoon, but one of the childhood cartoons for me. And I started watching it when I was a little bit older. When I was when was it, like fucking 10? Which that's like gonna be like, oh, that's old for watching cartoons. No, it's not. You can watch a cartoon when you're 30. Stop being miserable. But no, Adventure Time was like a cartoon that maybe wasn't my favorite as a kid, but stuck to me the most as a kid. Because it's once you look past the cartoon of it, it is so deep. It's all about like friendship, loss, grieving, isolation, loneliness.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's a cartoon.
That's a cartoon that kids can watch and enjoy, but if you watch it as an adult with like fully developed like emotions and emotional understanding, you're like, damn, these writers really slipped in like a kind of an emotional masterpiece into a kids show. And one of the characters, which was like, I was just like fucking loved, was Gunter the Penguin. He's like,
oh, is that the penguin playing the piano?
Yes, that's the penguin playing
we'll
the
pop it
piano.
up on screen here.
He's like the most nonchalant in the show. He's just vibing, and he's like one of the goons of the Ice King, and the Ice King is always like trying to like kidnap people because he doesn't have any friends and he's lonely. And Gunter is always there like, bro, I'm right here, man. You're playing chess with me, and then you're like fucking going off to capture someone. What about me, man? Yeah, I had a lot of that. What about me's with friends, in the personal life, and I was just like, yeah, like Gunter just is kind of like my spirit animal, but it's a cartoon. But he is a penguin, so it is a spirit animal.
Yeah.
In a way. So I was 18, and I called my mum, and I was like, Mum, I'm gonna get a tattoo. And she was like, you are gonna get a what? I was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. It's like, oh, no. Listen. I had a tattoo when I was your age, and I hate it. I hate it so much. You seen how much money and how much time I spent on laser removal?
Oh,
And I
she
was.
getting them removed?
She got one, yeah.
Mm.
Which, to be fair, is quite shit. It
Oh.
was done. It was done. The day after a party. So she was hungover. The artist was hungover, and it was done in his bedroom.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No wonder she regrets it. Like.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was like kind of like a weird tribal seal on her chest. So she's been regretting it ever since, and she can't get it fully removed because it's an old ink that has kind of blue in it. That's really hard to get out. So she was like, make sure what you are getting, you will not regret it in like 20 years. And I was just like,
Well, it's been 7 years. Do you regret it?
no, not at all. I've only ever regretted one tattoo, but not for what it was, but for the execution, which we'll
talk
get
about that in
to.
a second,
But
yeah.
yeah. So I was like, you're a friend. Her husband is a tattoo artist, where I was living at the moment in Dundalk because I was studying there, and I was like, can you give me his contact? And she was like, yeah, sure, here. So I messaged him. And I booked in what I thought was with him, but it was actually with not his apprentice, but like a younger guy that was working with him in like a small studio. So I booked in, and I was shitting myself, man. I was like, I hate injections. I despise getting my bloods done. When I see a needle, my hands start shaking. I was like, what have I done?
Yeah.
What have I done, man? This is gonna be so painful, man. You're gonna dig into me here. Here comes the day, right? I bring my best friend over. I'm like, you're going to this with me, right? And then I go to Tesco before it, and I get a quarter bottle of vodka.
Oh no way.
I didn't know at the time that alcohol is like a blood thinner. So I had the quarter bottle of vodka, and then I went in to have it to the tattoo. So I wasn't too
Did
tipsy.
you have a full bottle?
No, a quarter bottle, so 250 ml, half of that.
Still.
I mean, yeah, that's for me. That's like like going on the tipsiest. That's like, oh yeah, like I'm feeling good, So I had that.
Not gonna lie, that would send me like.
Yeah, I know that now. I didn't know that at the time. It was like completely like just like, oh, I know alcohol kind of eases the pain off. So I didn't know about the implications of that. Yeah, don't drink before your tattoos, or even the day before if you're too hungover. They're just like, even if you don't drink the day before, right? Because it can stay.
Yeah, no, don't drink the day before. No.
Yeah, don't drink the day. Just don't drink.
Just show up.
Yeah,
just have a good night's rest. And wake
yeah,
up
exactly.
And nice wee breakfast, and off you go.
So the needle hit my skin, and I was like, "Excuse me, how long is this gonna take?"
Oh no way! Like,
and he was no, like 10 minutes into it. He was like, "Oh yeah, how?" But I did it like nonchalant. I was like, "Yo, yeah, no, this is kind of fine."
So how long was it going to take? Huh?
Yeah, so that because I was like, "Oh, I don't know, like 3 hours," and I was like, "Oh,
2 hours for that?"
Color saturation.
Yeah, I understand.
It didn't take. No, it didn't take. It took like 2 hours.
Yeah. Well.
But I don't know. Maybe I was just bleeding a lot, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, that was. It wasn't awful. I got used to it at the start, and then once the color and the saturation and stuff like that, the little piano keys, the black keys started to kick in. That was like, okay, this fucking sucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fine. So then we left. My friend took a bunch of videos of me, which I might try and actually get so we can
That would be
put
hilarious.
up here.
Yeah, please do.
Took a bunch of videos of me just like fucking dying, man. And yeah, I left, and I was really happy with it. It turned out amazing. It looked so vibrant, looked so cool. It healed up really nicely. The only thing there that you could maybe say something about is like the little bit black piano keys have a little bit of scarring on it, but it was like whatever. You can barely see it.
I will say, like, tattoos generally do just need a bit of a touch up, especially like after like a year, or 2 or 3 or 10, because like you naturally lose a bit of ink, during the healing stage.
Yeah, I'd say especially with color, right? Just to get that vibrancy back, just to liven it up again.
Yeah, and like the deeper blacks,
Yeah. So yeah, that was my first tattoo. I loved it. I went to uni the next day. Everybody loved it. Once it healed, my friend at the time, she took a purple marker and she colored his eyes purple, so he looked stoned as fuck.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that was funny as fuck. And I don't regret it. I love that tattoo. I would never change it for anything. Only thing I would do is move it up a bit. In hindsight,
yeah.
To just kind of make it easier for the rest to fill out. That's the one advice I will give to anyone that knows they will want more tattoos after.
Plan ahead.
Plan ahead. Put it in a spot that's not too central unless it is a big piece. Try to envision roughly what you want and where you want it. Even if you don't know what exactly it will be, you'll be like, I want a small tattoo here and then a big tattoo below. Just kind of try to get that idea of what you're doing. Because then I came along to my second tattoo, which was the rose.
Woo!
At that point, I was like, Mum, I'm getting the second one. And she's like, you know what, whatever. Get as many as you want, just like don't come crying to me after. And I was like, bet. Haven't come crying to her after. And I was like, okay, well, I was still kind of in the mode where I want every tattoo to have like a deep meaning. I want this to be like fucking close to my heart, that when I look at it I'm like, this made so much sense to me, right? So second tattoo.
And you went big with this one.
Oh yeah, I went big and full color. What happened was my first tattoo was 2019, and then we all know COVID, and then once the restrictions started to lift, the guy that did the Gunter tattoo, I was following him on Facebook, and I'm never on Facebook, like, ever. And then one day I was just like, I'll just go on fucking Facebook to look at Marketplace, right? And I seen, top thing was a post from him. Would anyone like this? And it's like that bouquet of roses, but the rose was it was like orangey, kind of reddish. And I messaged him, I was like,
You got him through Facebook Marketplace?
No. It was just a post. Like, I followed him.
Right, yeah.
That's the same guy from the studio that did the Gunter.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
But then,
I
later found out that like that studio, like he closed that studio over COVID because he couldn't work, couldn't pay the rent. So he was doing stuff from home, which, I mean, I knew the guy. He did a good job. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's fine. So I messaged him like, can you do this rose, but can you do it in yellow, goldy yellow? That's because my mom's favorite flower is a yellow rose.
Aww.
Yeah, no, cheesy as fuck. But like, if I was to pick like the most important person in my life, it would be my mother. And I was like, at the time I was like, everyone needs a meaning. So I was like, yeah, I'll get this.
I can't lie, me too. Like,
yeah, we're fucking mommies boys, man. You know how it is, man. Yeah, you gotta love your mother. Your father, I don't know. He might just take milk and then just leave one day. Yeah. So your mother, she'll leave for cigarettes, but she'll come back. So then it came the day. It was like really early morning. I left the house at like 6:30 a.m. It took me like an hour and a half to get there. And I come in. And he has like the blue paper. Oh my god, stencil.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like you don't work in the tattoo studio.
Almost as if. So he put the stencil on the back, and he was like, "No, I think we go bigger." And he didn't ask me. He was like, "Nah, we'll go bigger." Rubs it off, gets another one, puts a bigger stencil on, and now it's like from here to like my elbow.
Massive.
I see that some of the parts are like on the inside of like the elbow part. Yeah. And I was like, okay, this is gonna suck, man. And then we start, and I'm lying down, stomach down, on a chair with my arm like that. And he starts at the bottom. It's not too bad. He does a lot of the outlines. He kind of starts working up. It's fine. We hit like hour 3, I think. And then we take a break. And he's just like, yeah, if you want, I'm going to wrap this up. If you want to go get food and stuff like that, I'm just going to go out back and, just have another joint.
Really? You smoking joints during this?
Yeah. Which, like, I don't know, some people, like, you shouldn't, obviously. Probably, but...
I don't know, man. I just couldn't. Like, oh, I couldn't imagine anything worse. To be fair, like,
yeah, for me, it's like I don't mind. You know,
yeah.
like just tell me you are. Just don't do it without me knowing. Just
Okay,
inform me
like,
that you are,
see
and
if
I'll
I
be
had a
fine with
smoke,
it.
I'd just be sitting on the sofa watching TV or something, and just
But
eating
that
loads.
depends, because I have a friend who programs. He does a lot of coding, and he's like, my productivity skyrockets by like 300% after I have a smoke.
That's wild.
And then I know, because I do, I mess about with like music production and stuff like that, and I know like most of music producers for all the songs you love that are on the radio, like they're smoking it up while they're making that track, man.
Yeah.
If you're like, yo, that beat is fire, yeah, it's fire because they were lighting one up, man. So it's like, I don't know, I guess it depends person to person.
Suppose, yeah.
But yeah, I went out. I was already in pain, man. 3 hours in, I went out. I had food. I came back an hour later, and you know how like swollen you get after that little break. And we start again, and he gets up to the elbow. Man, in your elbow, if everyone on the audience just like kind of touches your elbow, there's like a dip, which kind of feels like it goes straight into like the soft kind of like rubbery joint tissue. One of the flowers is in there, man. That was the most pain I've been in up to that point. So then we finished that up. I think it took like 7 hours in total.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. But then we'll get on to, me having it touched up here. So yeah, that was my second tattoo. And you know the rule. Once you get two...
What's the rule?
Once you get like two tattoos, like it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
My mom actually really liked it. I thought it would have been her favorite out of all of the ones I have. I asked her again. It's not her favorite.
Oh, what is her favorite? Oh, it's a one with the kahongas out. Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's Kat's.
Yeah,
it's Kat's latest
one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, so far my tattoo experiences, I think I got lucky with my first artist because he was super chill. He was always like, "Oh, are you okay? Do you need a drink? Do you need a little break?"
He's very caring.
Yeah, he was very caring, and he was very gentle. And he just kind of got in the zone and just got on with it. So I do feel like I got lucky, and like my first two tattoos were completely fine. Like there's nothing wrong with them. I love them. I never had a moment where I was like, I want to get this removed. And when I hear horror stories of other people being like, oh, I got my first tattoo in like Turkey on my holiday, and I'm just like,
it's always a holiday.
Yeah, it's always a holiday. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Yeah. But then my luck streak ended. We're not gonna have a picture of it. Oh no, we might have a picture of it. I don't know.
I think I have it saved somewhere.
Yeah, you might have it.
Yeah.
I had two. I wanted a third, and again, I kind of wanted it to have a meaning. I was also kind of quirky and like young, and still a bit young and still a bit stupid. I actually was walking around Banbridge. I went to a few tattoo studios who told me like 3 weeks waiting time. I can't remember if I went in here at the time, but
I don't know if it was like,
it would have been like 2022.
Nah.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Like, well, we were like really early stages. If you came in here at like that time, you would just been like, mate, this is dumb.
Fair enough. So I went to the other two. You know which ones?
Yeah.
And they told me like 5-6 weeks for a bit of writing. You've seen the bit of writing. That's like an hour's worth.
It's not a bit of
okay, well,
writing,
yeah. No, I get you. But I was like 3-4 weeks, so I was like, okay, whatever. I started looking people up on Facebook. I found this lady. Her work looked good. And I messaged her. She was in Uri, so close by. So I booked in with her, and she was like...
Why'd you not go back to your original artist?
I would have. I messaged him first. He obviously was working from his house, and then obviously he would have wanted to go into the studio rather than working from his house. He got into a studio in Dublin.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah, that's a true.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to be the trip there, like 2.5 hours. That's fine. After you're tattooed. Nah, I couldn't be arsed. I was like, I would love to go back to him. But no. So I found this girl in Uri. And I went to her, and her work looked good. And then I took the bus down, and I was expecting to go into like a smallish studio, and I'm going to the address, and I'm like, this is a residential estate.
Oh, another house tattoo.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, okay, cool. So then I find the address, I knock on the door, and she's like, oh, okay, yeah, just give me a second. She opens her garage door, man. So I'm getting tattooed in like a small garage, which is like half the size of this room, with like a washing machine, a dryer and shit like that, and just like a tattoo chair in the middle. I was like, I mean, her work looked good, right?
Was the washing machine on?
No. So the design was... it's so cringe. I don't even want to talk about it, man.
Oh, you have to, man.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Okay, so I've been into hip-hop since I was like 9 years old, from Polish hip-hop specifically, thanks to my uncle, who would collect me from school every day, and he'd be blasting Polish hip-hop in the car every time. So I was like into hip hop, and I was like fucking old school, like straight from when I was young, like fucking Outkast.
This is nothing related to what he actually got.
No, nothing related. I just want to make sure that the audience still thinks I'm cool. It was like fucking Outkast, Wu-Tang, early fucking Kendrick. By the way, I was listening to fucking Kendrick when Section 80 dropped, man. OG. And I also liked Logic, which is here. It's like hindsight, like Logic's his mixtapes were good. He's kind of cheesy and a little bit cringe.
I like some of his songs.
Some of his songs are good, yeah. But it was kind of demeaning. He did an album called Everybody, and the whole point of it was we're all the same, no matter the skin color, ethnicity, or whatever. Like, we all bleed the same blood. And I was a kid who experienced so much, not racism, the proper term is...
discrimination.
Discrimination, or like xenophobia. Just for not being from here, and that was in Ireland, which is a funny thing that I'll get to. But yeah, no, I grew up in Ireland. I was born in Poland, and I moved here when I was 4, and I had a shit ton of discrimination, just fucking random racism and shit like that, and I was just like, very much like, I like that message, that resonates with me.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm no different than anyone else here.
See, when you put it like that makes sense. But like Logic, man, seriously.
It was just like his like message behind Everybody, Yeah. That's what I like fully subscribe to. I was like, yeah, I mean, it is cheesy, I would still agree with it. So I wanted Everybody tattooed like here in like block letters, with just like the E kind of being like empty. So she did that.
But the E wasn't empty, was it?
No, it was like hollow, like the insides of the E were hollow. So she did that, and it looked fine. And then I got home and I looked at it and I was like, the B is crooked, the Y is crooked, the O is crooked.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the V is crooked. It's like all the letters. Like, okay, I know like some of you like tattoo people will be like, well, yeah, like you're not gonna have perfectly straight lines on like skin, when you're moving it and stuff. You've seen it, man. If
I mean, I've seen worse, to be fair.
Yeah, but like if that was on like
just when it went like the placement for it. And,
yeah, I know.
Like the size and stuff,
But
was there any input from her at all, like
on the placement?
Yeah, and the size. It's like, oh, you need to move it here. Or...
Fuck, I can't fully. She was talking about it. Fuck, where did I want it? I think I wanted it here, and she was like, "No, that's way too small." And I'm pretty sure.
How was that too small, man? That would have been in a perfect location for it.
I know, right? And then
you had the penguin above it.
Yeah, so it was like,
okay, yeah. That makes sense.
So then she was like, "Oh well, you've got this space here, between the penguin and my rose." So she was like, "Have it here, and you can have it coming down." So I was like, "Yeah, okay." Like I always have the mentality of I trust the professional.
In the garage.
In a garage. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then it just came out crooked as fuck, man. I liked it for a bit. Then the more I looked at it, I just hated it more and more because I could see how crooked it was every time. But I had that for a while. And then that kind of put me off getting tattoos for a little bit. But then one of my other best friends, which lived here in Banbridge, he was like, let's get tattoos. Let's get little funny tattoos together. And I was like, sure. I was like, yeah.
Oh, you got peer pressured into it?
No, he kept on mentioning it for like a month, and I was like, I wanted more tattoos. I just had that fear in me of like, oh, I am so scared to pick an artist.
Yeah.
Because I don't want like another case of this. But then I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just get something small. And he's like, oh, I'll get coffee and you'll get tea because you drink so much tea. And I was like,
yeah, that's a cool idea.
That is a cool idea, but I already had something in mind at the moment. I got a dumpling.
Yeah, dumpling is awesome. We'll pop it up here.
Because I love Russian dumplings with potato and cottage cheese. I just had them for Christmas, man. They're the best fucking thing ever. Russian dumplings are like... All you people are like, oh, I love Chinese dumplings. I love my little crispy dumplings. It's like...
but you're Slav, you know, so it's like, it's kind of
genetic. Yeah,
it's genetic, man.
But it's like, just try Russian dumplings, man. They're like my favorite thing ever. They're like my favorite food. So I was like, I want to get a dumpling.
I don't know, man. They're pretty mid, like.
I'm gonna walk out of here, man. So he brought me into a Mavi, and we came in and we were like, "Do you do walk-ins?" And then I remember Katrina at the time, she like perked up, was like, "Walk-ins? I'm free. I'm free. Can you come back in an hour?" And I was like, and we were like, "Yeah, sure." So we came back in an hour. Katrina did his first. And then she did mine with stick and poke because I was like, I never tried stick and poke. This looks cool. I want to try stick and poke. Mm-hmm. And I love that tattoo to bits.
Yeah.
Only thing is, everyone says it looks like a seashell.
Oh, I kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah, and you know...
Did you give her the design? Or?
Yeah, I gave her like a rough design. I was like, yeah, just like something like this. Mm. And then the funny thing is, once she finished tattooing it, I looked it down at it, right? So that's your POV. Flip that upside down. That's what I see.
Oh, it looks sad.
Yeah.
Man.
It looks like it's crying, right?
Can we pop it up? Like,
yeah, pop it up, but flip it. Yeah. That's my POV of the tattoo. Man. I looked at it and I was like frowning, and I remember Kat was like, "Oh, do you not like it?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just laughing because like, look at it this way." And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Look at this way." And she's like, "Oh, he looks so sad." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's kind of cool. It's like a happy, sad. Yeah. No, I love it. I hate when people say it's a seashell, but it's okay. I love it.
I mean, like it's such a niche thing. It would be really rare for somebody to be like, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." Like,
yeah, true. That is true. But even my mum just looked at it and she was like, "That's a dumpling," and I was just like, "Shut up." Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that kind of...
yeah, well, to be fair, like I know what they look like, and it would be so hard to actually get it right.
Yeah.
Like, if you even did like hyper-realism type of thing, it's like, okay. You know, like you need to do like a bowl.
I feel like it looks more like a dumpling with just the outline than it would in hyper-realism even. What do you think?
I mean, like...
A bowl, like a plate of it with like onions on it, yeah, maybe then.
Oh yeah, like a full plate. But then it's not really.
Yeah, then it's like
you know. Yeah, it's a catch-22 there, you know.
So I was so happy with that tattoo that kind of sparked my fire of just like, okay, I'm gonna continue with tattoos.
It kind of brought you back.
So a few months passed, and I was like. My rose, I was supposed to come back for a touch-up for my rose. Again, the guy's in Dublin.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to see if I can get it touched up here, if I can find an artist that will be happy to touch this up. And I was like, okay. I got this at a Mavi. Place looked nice. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to, like, just be like, yo, I have this. Do you have anyone here that is, like, that does color and will be like, yeah, I can touch it up for you. And I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it was Kat again.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then you came down and you were just like, what did you want? And I was like, I just touched up with
I'm
color.
not that blunt.
No, I'm just over exaggerating. Obviously, and you were just like,
black.
nah, you don't need color, and I'm like, what do you mean? I don't need color. Like, it's kind of like faded out, and it's like, nah, you just need a black outline. I like hate when artists do this and they don't do a black outline, because like a black outline makes everything pop more. And I was kind of there like, I mean,
black is what like matters so much in a tattoo. That's what gives it the base,
Yeah.
Color without black, it's just gonna fade into nothingness eventually.
Which it kind of already started to do. At the time, I was like, oh well, it's fine. On the day, I'm just gonna convince them to put a bit more color in it.
And then we finished the black, and you're like, no,
yeah,
no.
So yeah, then I came in for that. We started. You did all the black. I yapped to you a lot because you were asking me questions, and I was like, I hate my fucking job, man.
Yeah.
Because that was like, I was in such a bad period of time at the moment, man. I was just like, I worked at the busiest fucking coffee shop you can imagine, and it was just off Christmas. And Christmas period there was fucking brutal. So I was fucking tired. I was mad. My girlfriend just fucking broke up with me, man.
Oh.
I was just like fucking finished with life. I was just like, fuck this shit, man. And then you were like, oh yes, yeah, like what's up? What's this? And I was just like fucking yapping to you. And we finished the tattoo, and I was like, yeah, nah, it's fine without color, man. This is fucking sick. You were right. And I was for tattoo wise, I was super happy with it, man. I was like, yeah, this didn't need more color. I didn't need to suffer with more fucking color saturation.
Yeah.
And it turned out really good. I
was happy with it. Yeah.
I liked it more than when I originally got it. And it that's a recent picture from today. And that tattoo.
I'm not gonna lie, I think we do have the before, during, and after. I think I sent it to Anna.
Yeah.
I'll dig it up.
Yeah.
I'll dig it up.
But yeah, that tattoo, even the color on it doesn't look like 4 years old or 5 years old at this point. So I was really happy with it. And then yeah, after you finished tattooing, we were like, yo, I want to like send you a message if you want to come in for like an interview to work here.
Yeah, because like we did have like that's like episode 4 of the story of Amabi.
Yeah, we told it a bit, so we'll just
so that was in the midst of that, and I was like, right, we actually do need a barista, someone to like take care of the cafe sort of ends of things. And because you had like 5 years of experience, it's like, well, I kind of like know you from like your tattoo sessions. So it's like,
yeah, like I poured out my life story to you, man, when I was fucking venting. So you're like, yeah, I know this kid,
there's
man.
There's already like trust there, so it's like, right, I think I know the fella.
Yeah, so like we told this already in I think episode 3 or something, but yeah, long story short, man, I came in here, and then like everything just fucking evolved, man. Went from coffees to websites to this and that, blah blah blah.
Yeah, a lot of it's like chop and change.
Yeah, it was a long journey, fun journey. And then also a lot of tattoos started since then.
Oh yeah.
And laser started then.
Was that the next one? Like
my next step was getting the arm lasered off.
Yeah.
I didn't get a tattoo after that. I got the arm lasered off because I wanted it covered, and because when we were. Yeah, to everybody, because when we were chatting while you were tattooing me, you were like, yeah, like I do a lot of cover-ups, and I was like, yeah, can you cover this up? And you were like, yeah, like we need laser on it, so we did laser. And that was a bit too hasty, to be honest, but holy fuck, that tattoo was so butchered. There was so much scarring under the black that the black was covering up, and then when Katrina started to laser it, it's not a fault of hers. I don't know if it was because there was so much scarring already, or did I fuck up the healing process so far? Was it the aloe vera I was using? It scarred even more, and again, not Katrina's fault. It got a bit mangled. I think we did 3 sessions on it?
Maybe. I can't remember.
And then we didn't even leave a lot of time between the last one and tattooing. I think it was like 4 weeks after. And Katrina was like, yeah, you should wait like 6 weeks. But we had it booked in, and I was like...
I mean, it looked pretty healed. Like.
Yeah, I was like, I'm happy enough. And you were like, yeah, no, it looks healed, So we went into it, and that was the General Grievous.
Why that?
What do you mean? Why that?
Like General Revis.
Alexi, I was I was like, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I love everything Star Wars. You have this space, pick something from Star Wars and just tattoo it there. That was the prompt. Why
okay.
Grievous? Why
Oh,
Grievous, Alexi?
yeah. I don't know why, because he looked cool.
No, he looked cool as fuck.
See, believe it or not, I've never watched Star Wars. Well, I've tried to, right, and I kind of have in the background, but I don't know. It's just not for me. I'm more Lord of the Rings. I am Lord of the Rings obsessed.
Oh yeah, same. Lord of the Rings is like really far up there.
Yeah, like I watch it pretty much every other week.
The thing with Star Wars is it's like it's something that for the movies it's something you need to get into as a kid.
Yeah. Well, so the only character that I quite liked growing up in it, is that I knew of it, but General Revis, he's like, he's badass. Like
I remember you showing it to me. I was like, yeah, I found like I picked this, and it just fits the spot really well, the placement, and it would cover it really well. And I was like, yeah, that's sick. General Grievous is like one of my favorites. Not in the movies. The movies like don't do him justice, man. He's like in the write up scripts and like in his backstory and everything. Like he's such a fucking badass, man. In the movies, he's kind of lame. But it's whatever. It's same.
Cool, like.
Yeah, it's same with fucking Game of Thrones, man. A huge Game of Thrones nerd, but like the books are just so much better, man. So we got that done. If we popped that up on screen, and it did cover it really well. There was only so much you could do with the amount of scarring there. The only time you can see it pop through is literally when the light shines on the scar, and scars are shiny.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at it from
like see like a texture.
Yeah, if you're looking at it from like a meter away, you're not seeing shit. It was a really good cover up. I was really happy with it.
Thank you.
And yeah, I mean, there's not that. Yeah, as you can see, like that's kind of where the I need every tattoo to mean something kind of just started to fade away a little bit. It was like, yeah, I love Star Wars, man. Just do Star Wars. And then after that,
Attack on Titan? Was it that one?
Was it?
Or was it Katrina's lady?
No, it was.
Or was it Anna's one? Anna's color one?
No, it was Attack on Titan. It was Eren from Attack on Titan. Because I was like, I'm gonna keep working on this arm.
Bro, I remember you complaining on how painful that was compared to the one that was lasered.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I only thing that like tops Star Wars for me is Attack on Titan. It is one of the best pieces of media that I've ever watched in my life. It is anime, it is animated, and it's like I wasn't aware of how much emotion you can
get in a cartoon.
It's not why I wouldn't call it a cartoon, because the cartoon is like it's for kids. Attack on Titan is not for kids.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
I like Attack on Titan is like 16 plus, man. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up visually, man. It's beautifully like drawn. The story of it is like I wouldn't show that story to anyone who's under 16.
Wow.
It's fucked up. It's brutal. It will leave you crying. It will leave you once you like finish some of the episodes, man, you'll be traumatized for like 2 weeks. You'll go non-verbal, man. There's a few episodes in there where like I finished them, like first time watching them, or even second or third time watching them. I feel depressed. I physically feel depressed after watching it, and there's not many shows that do that to me.
Jeez, I need to watch that. You're really selling this.
Genuinely, it is like a generation. It's a generational show. If you were there for it, man, if you were there waiting for the seasons to come out, like that was an experience that you had with the fan base. But even now, if you watch it, it is one of those shows, kind of like Kendrick's "To Pimp a Butterfly." Like that's a generational album that in like 50 years, people will be listening to that album. And in like 50 years, people will be watching Attack on Titan. It's just something that's just so good. It will just pass through time. I guarantee that I call that right now. And I wanted a tattoo from it. And I had a plan later on with. This was a while after the other arm. Yeah. But I had a plan in mind. I wanted Eren on this arm. And I wanted Mikasa on this arm. And that was while season 3 just came out, or I think season 4 was coming out, so I didn't even know the ending of Attack on Titan. I was so invested into it. I was like, I don't care about an ending, man. I want these 2 tattoos. So we did the errand. I sent you like a whole fucking mood board, did I not? I think I sent you like fucking... I sent you like fucking 2 mood boards with like examples of like kind of what I want. Because at first I wanted like a Hanya mask.
It's a bit boring.
But I wanted a Hanya mask fusion with more Star Wars. But then I was like, no, this is time for Attack on Titan now. And I was like, how about you do like Eren in kind of like a Hanya mask style? And then which it kind of does. I mean, his like the tattoo, like if you look at this, it is like kind of like a beast. It does have the Hanya mask vibe already from what the artists, how they drew it already. It is one of my favorite tattoos that I have.
Did you not realize, like, did you not realize that we had green in it? I think I remember you like going up Katrina. She's like, I like the green eyes. Like, there's green in it.
I'm colorblind.
Yes.
I thought it was like a little bit of white or something. But yeah, the eyes are green. And yeah, it was painful as fuck. For anyone who doesn't have tattoos, the lower you go on your wrist, it's fucked up, especially if you get shading on your wrist.
Yeah. Dude, I tried my best to try and keep it as light as possible down to the bottom. That's why you see like part of his chest there, you know, where it's like a lighter kind of shade. So I was like, just very, very.
Nah, I appreciate that because that was a struggle, man. I was like so tapping out. We didn't fully finish it, I don't think.
No,
we got it like 95% done.
Dude, you do need a bit of a touch up. Like
I know,
like the hair needs to be deepened up. You know, like the parts of his face are a bit more black there.
Yeah.
And just a bit in the neck, but you know, chest area, I'm happy enough with.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything else.
Because I remember there was like a hair strand you added, and you touched up the hair a little bit, and then you touched up, I think, the chest a little bit after. Because I was tapping out, man. We were like a few hours into it, and I was like, fuck that. We got that topped up, I think, right like 2 or 3 months after. It wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
I think we got that touched up before I even got another tattoo.
Well, you need another touch up.
Yeah.
I need your skin's just like, nah.
I need another touch up.
Well, here.
And the next one.
Sorry, bro. Do you mind if we pause a wee second?
Yeah.
I'm just going to run to the loo.
All good. It's just me and you, chat. It's just me and you. He's gone to the bathroom. I can audibly hear him pooping. He's ripping it right now, chat. He's ripping it. He could have paused the recording on his way out, but I guess his stomach was really rumbling. As he said, he had acid reflux, so I don't know. Maybe it's coming at the other end. I'm sorry for the very gruesome language I'm using. Yeah, tattoos hurt, guys. Tattoos hurt. But some people like the pain like I do, and we'll get to it, because I went through a lot of pain with tattoos in my most recent one. Yeah. We're gonna get back into it once Alexi is back. And I will also get rid of the zin in my mouth, so I'm gonna go off camera for 20 seconds. Yeah, chat, for anyone who wants to quit smoking, zins are pretty good.
Let's go.
He's back. Oh, maybe it wasn't a poop. Maybe he was just okay.
Oh no, it's just a very long stream.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
No, like I was dehydrated this morning, so like
you took like 2 liters?
I drank like 2 liter bottle of water there, and onto my second one.
Yeah, I feel like I'm dehydrated from the alcohol I've had, but yeah.
I'm dehydrated from all the food, all that salt.
Yeah, that as well. Right. The next tattoo after Eren. Do I remember what was next?
I think it's a forearm one with Katrina. Because I was like, oh, you're cheating on me, you know. And I was like, no, I tattooed him first. You know, I remember that conversation.
Oh, true. Well, Kat did tattoo me first in here.
Yeah.
That is fair. Um. The eyes. The stick and poke eyes.
Nice, yeah. Yo, those are sick. We'll pop it up.
Yeah, pop it up.
Sick.
Again, Attack on Titan. That is... I was actually going through Katrina's book of like pre-made designs that she like hand drew and everything. And there was a design of an eye with glasses from the Great Bigsby? The Great Brigsby?
The Great Gatsby.
Gatsby, yeah. Listen,
You never seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, well, apparently the book is really good, but I've only seen the movie, and the movie is phenomenal. Well, there's multiple adaptations.
I might actually have to watch it to see what, like...
But the one Leonardo DiCaprio was in it, like, oh, class.
Okay. Yeah, I might need to watch that then. But that was like her kind of stick and poke interpretation of a book cover from The Great Gatsby. And I was like, I love this design. Could you make it a different pair of eyes? Because I had cogs going in my head, and she was like, oh, but I love The Great Gatsby. I was like, Kat, I've never watched it. I'm sorry. If I watched it and I liked it, I probably would have gotten it. But like, I have like such a fucking good idea in my head for how to mash this up with something I love, and you still kind of get this style of design. And there in the manga, which is like the Japanese comics of Attack on Titan, there's a panel of Eren's face where he makes those eyes, and it's like kind of the manga panel which broke me the most, because I read it before like they animated that season, and I remember reading it I remember the day I was in the IT room when I was doing A-levels, and I was just fucking about doing nothing. I was supposed to be doing work, but I was in the IT room in my school, and I was just reading the manga, and I got to the chapter, and I was just there like blank. I was like, I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what the fuck was happening, man. I got shocked. I got put into fucking emotional arrest from a fucking comic book, right?
Wow.
And my friend who I got into like watching it as well was like, what the fuck just happened? And he wasn't caught up like at all. I just looked at him like, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Everything's changed, man. I hate life. I hate everything. Everything is ruined, man. I am emotionally ruined. I don't want to watch this anymore,
dude,
man.
It just sent you on a spiral.
It sent me on a spiral. And a few years later, I was like, this panel is engraved in my head. I looked at the eyes. I remember that panel, and I was like, I showed it to Kat, and I was like, could you please make the eyes he's making here in that style? And she was like, yeah, okay. So we got booked in, and then she showed me the design, and I was like, fuck, this looks good.
Yeah.
I was
fire.
I was so excited for it. And then she like tattooed it with stick and poke. And then we finished it, and I was like, this is beyond like what I thought it would turn out like. Genuinely, like, I know I've got so many tattoos, like, you know, no offense to anyone. It's like a small tattoo, you know, it's just black and white, but like,
cake, like, that was great.
It is my favorite tattoo that I have. Maybe because of the story behind it, you know, like kind of how it came about. It was just like so random. I was just flicking through her fucking book, and I was like, you know, instantly I just seen it and it just clicked in my head. But it's sick. It healed really well. It's like, what, 3 years? Yeah,
like.
Placement, the healing, the vibe of it, man. There's just some tattoos that look infinitely better in stick and poke. Than they would with a machine. After that tattoo, I was like, yeah, there's just certain type. There's just something. There's a look you can get with stick and poke that you just cannot compare to machine. I
fully agree.
And I love it so much.
We need to clip this and then send it to Katrina. She's
yes, let's go. No, it is true. It is true. We even had a client in a few months ago, and then he showed me a design, and he was like, "Can I get like this tattooed?" And I was like, "Look. Have you heard of stick and poke? Because like this design would look insane in stick and poke." It was like an album cover from like a niche band, and then I called Katrina over, and she was like, yeah, you wouldn't want this in machine. This will look infinitely better in stick and poke. But yeah, stick and poke, guys, it's actually amazing. It hurts less. It heals way faster.
Give it a go.
Give it a go. Give it a go. And then after that was Katrina's Tiefling.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to out myself as he's even a bigger nerd, man. Dungeons and Dragons, man. I think you had Maddie on. Maddie likes D&D, right?
Oh, yeah. They pretty much do get together like every Sunday, I think, and play D&D.
Yeah, I would play...
It wouldn't be my thing, so I don't join them.
Yeah, me and my friends were like younger, we didn't have the money. There's like a game where it's literally like D&D, and you can write up your own character sheets. If you guys know, so we did it online, and the dice rolls, all that is online. So we played that a lot. And tieflings are like a race in D&D, in the fantasy, and I always played a tiefling. And I was like, I came up to Katrina and I was like, I want another tattoo. Alexi's booked the fuck out. And I was like, what haven't you done in a while? What did you I don't know, draw before that What's something you really want to do? And she was like, I love to do body anatomy. Because I really wanted to do it when I first started tattooing, and I never really got the chance to do it. And I was like, okay, we can do body anatomy. And she was like, and I was like, yeah, could you do a tiefling, which is it's like imagine a human with horns and a tail, like a half human, half lizard. Those are basically tieflings in the fantasy world. And I was like, why don't you do body anatomy of that? And she was like, yeah, okay. And we were like, and then we came to oh yeah, let's just do it naked. And then we were supposed to do the other tattoo. What happened? Something came up. I think it was a rough week for Katrina. She didn't really have time to do that design properly.
Which one? The one we're talking about?
No. The one that I have my upper arm, which we will get to. Okay. And then she came up with this design instead.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
I'm
with you now.
And she messaged me earlier. She sent me the design, and she was like, look, I haven't really had the time to do a proper design for that, for the anatomy one, and I really want to do it. Yeah,
I remember her actually not struggling a wee bit with it, but she's drawing it, and she's coming to me constantly. It's what do you think of this? I'm like, change this, change that. And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'll just do the other one first.
Yeah, so she messaged me earlier, and she was like, I really want to do a good job on that one, but I still felt bad that we were booked in and you were excited to get a tattoo. So I also did this design, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's fucking sick, man.
Yeah, I really both,
yeah, I really liked that. So I came in on the day. We did that one. I do really like it, it's a good placement. It filled out my arm nicely.
What about the bat underneath it? What's that?
The
skull
she was buttons? I needed a way to kind of end it. Mm-hmm. To kind of finish it off. Just end it to frame it, basically.
Yeah. And
she was like, show me it without the frame, and then she showed me it with the frame, with the bat and the skull, and I was like, no, I like it with the frame.
Yeah.
And it kind of ends at a nice spot, because I wouldn't go lower than that anyway because of this.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, no, that ends at a nice spot, and it looks cool as fuck. It's a little fucking. It's basically a tiefling skull,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that looks sick. So we did that. It went by pretty quickly, to be honest. It wasn't that long of a tattoo. It turned out really cool. I really like it.
She's doing a great job.
And then after that, I think I went to Anna.
Well, you started it, but it was a big project. So let's finish.
No.
Oh, the wee box one, right? Okay, yeah.
I think I went to Anna, and then we did your one, this one after that.
Oh yes. Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
I think that was the same week.
I think it was, yeah.
I think that was within a week or two between each other. I
went
to
with mine or
with yours. We did Anna's, and then we did yours a week and a half later. So I went to Anna, and I was like, Anna, you haven't tattooed me yet, and I feel bad. So let's do something. And I was like,
and you give her color.
A tiny bit of color, man. We'll go to...
Dude, the whole thing's color. Right. Let's
Okay,
pop it up. We'll pop it up.
we'll pop up the BMO. BMO again, Adventure Time. I wanted a Gunter and I wanted a BMO. BMO's fucking sick, man. BMO is gangster, man. He's gangster as fuck. And I was like, just make him tiny, but like make him color. And Anna was like, oh no,
Oh, yeah. She
no,
hates color.
no. And I was like, Anna, it's a tiny bit of color. She was like, no. And I convinced her to do a tiny bit of color. And then at the same time, we were doing a Final Fantasy tattoo. Again, I'm such a fucking nerd, man. I don't know who's more nerdy, me or Maddie, man. But yeah, Final Fantasy. Maddie plays World of Warcraft, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I play the better version of World of Warcraft, which is Final Fantasy 14 for all my people. Confirmed, man. World of Warcraft players will say the same shit, man. Final Fantasy 14, like nowadays, is way better than WoW. But yeah, I got sucked into Final Fantasy. I fell in love with Final Fantasy. Just an insanely good story, man. Insanely good premise. And I wanted a Final Fantasy 7 for like Final Fantasy overall tattoo. And then there's these little guys called Tonberries. And they're like little fucking kind of gremlins, cute little gremlins that have a shank. And they're just fucking gangster as fuck, man. Like, you just look at that guy, he's like all cute, you know, and then he has like a fucking robe with a hood and he's got like a little shank, you know? And in the story, they just fucking shank people with the knife, man. I don't know, they're just gangster as fuck, man. I don't know what to say. I just love them. They're goofy little guys. So it's like, Anna, this is so...
Hold on.
Yeah, put it up on screen.
Yeah. Let me get it up. Yes.
Yeah. So I was like, Anna, this is your type of thing. And she was like, yeah, I like that a lot. So we did that, and we did the BMO. I love both of them. BMO needs a touch-up.
Did you do it at the same time?
At the same time.
Right. That kind of explains why I went a wee bit yucky during the healing.
Yeah. Healing, I don't know what went wrong with it. I did the same thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I think you panicked her a wee bit. You know, when you said color and she was like, oh, because like, see, trying to get the saturation perfect without overworking the skin, you know, is really difficult. So I think, but at the same time, you know, like if you undersaturate it, it's going to look like shit.
Yeah.
You know? So she was like trying to, you know, kind of saturate more, but I think overworked the skin slightly more.
At the same, like, I don't blame her. I wouldn't say it's completely her fault, because like in hindsight, I remember like
very small area too.
I was over moisturizing it a bit. So if anything, like middle ground, I feel like it was just a bit of everything from me and her.
Just a perfect storm.
Yeah, so that got infected. It was sore. I was panicking. Thankfully,
well, it wasn't like infected.
Yeah, like it wasn't too
like,
bad.
You know, if you went on the antibiotics, like we wouldn't have been able to tattoo you. You know, like a week after. So.
Thankfully, it didn't scar.
It cleared up.
It didn't scar. Like there's no scars on it at all. That just needs a touch up. She doesn't want to do it, but it's like someone's gonna do it at some point. I love him. He still looks okay. I love the Final Fantasy one. And then like a week and a half after that, I was like, right, it's time to get the complimentary to Erin. If you watched it, you know. If you haven't, you don't.
We'll pop it up on the screen as well.
Yeah, to anyone who knows Attack on Titan, I don't know. I think this is I think this is fucking sick. These two together, it's just so fucking good. I don't know. I love my forearm tattoos. I love them two together. They're fucking amazing.
Well, we still need to finish one of them.
Yeah, still need to finish one of them.
Yeah, there's a bit of shading and a bit of red to do.
Yeah, red on the scarf, if you know, you know. Yeah, we did that. It wasn't too bad, honestly. We did go low as well. I don't know why this arm wasn't as bad.
Are you right-handed?
Left.
Oh. Well, I don't know what it is. I think it's either like your dominant hand is easier to take, or it's worse to take because you can feel it more.
I have a feeling this isn't medical. I have a feeling I know why. I fell down the stairs when I was like 11. I've got a scar from here to here. I cracked my skull in multiple places. And I damaged, low-key damaged some of my nerves. So the left side of my body is like sometimes weird with nerves. I'd get like you know when you get pins and needles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd get it, but just on the left side of my body, because the right side of your brain is responsible for the left side of your body.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's what it is, but remember I said when Katrina tattoos me, it hurts way less, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, is Katrina just like so like gentle with it? But then after you did this one, I don't know if maybe my like pain receptors are just a bit less sensitive on the left side of my body. So maybe it's that. But yeah, this one wasn't like as bad at all, to be honest. And it was when we finished this, that's when the one that we can't really show on YouTube happened. Yeah, we did the body anatomy one, and I'm sorry guys, it is naked.
Yeah, well, we'll censor it out in a way. We'll just do black line over it.
Yeah,
well, we'll pop it up now. Sure,
Kat did a fucking amazing job on it. I fucking love it. It is back to my mother, who was like, it's her favorite tattoo.
Back on your mother, she's like, can you?
Yeah, like, you know, she was like, oh yeah, just make sure you don't get tattoos you regret and everything. And I'd be like, okay, like, I'm getting a fucking naked lady, which again, it's tasteful. I made sure, I was like, Kat, you know, let's just make it tasteful, you know. I feel like it is.
Yeah.
It's sexy and tasteful at the same time. And it's up here, because I was like, yeah, I'm getting it somewhere where like I can wear a long sleeve and you can't see it.
Yeah.
Or not a long sleeve, a short. Even like with a short sleeve, you can see the feet. You can't see the fucking titties. But yeah, I really like that tattoo. It's my mum's favorite. It looks amazing. She did such a good job on the fucking little details and everything. I actually don't know how the fuck she did some of it. But yeah, after that, I think I had a little break.
Yeah, you had a big break.
I had a big break, and then again, nerd shit again, man. Arcane happened. It's a show.
Oh yeah, I've seen it advertised like constantly. I haven't.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show, worth a watch. So it happened. Anna loved it. I loved it. Season 2 came out. It was like literally like 3 days after the finale. There's a character in it which has a full back piece that goes down to her arms and everything. And I seen a post on Reddit where someone took the design that they had in the show and kind of put it on like a canvas, you know, like just flat, like if you were to get it tattooed. And I remember seeing it, and I saved it, and I showed it to Anna. I was like, yo, look at this. This is fucking sick, innit? And she was like, yeah, that's fucking sick. You should get that. And I was like, yeah, I should fucking get that. We were just joking about getting it, and I was like, yeah, that'd be so sick. And then I came in like the next day and we joked about it again. And I came in the next day and we joked about it again. And she was like, yeah, I'll just fucking book you in. And I was like, yeah, just book me in, man. Let's just do it, you know? And it was all kind of like, just, you know, like, yeah. Jokesy and everything. And then the day came. And then it was real. But it wasn't even real. The day came. And we went in, and she was like stenciling it, and it took like an hour to like kind of put the stencils on because it was fucking huge.
Yeah.
She never that's the biggest fucking piece she's done so far. She was like, Alexa, come help me stencil, and it didn't feel real until she put the needle on the skin.
You thought it was a joke?
Yeah, I thought it was a joke, but don't get me wrong, I wanted the tattoo. It's sick. It's a huge commitment. For something from like a show. Like I don't like love the show as much as I love Attack on Titan. I love the design though. So I was like, yeah, like I want this. And then we started from the bottom up. Right where you're
here, we'll pop
we'll put the tattoo
here.
And
then
then
it's a full version,
I will
and then like the sides as well.
Yeah, I'll send the blank like flat version to Alexi as well, so he has that. Right at the bottom, there's kind of like a diamond piece, which is like a full blackout diamond piece, which went right on the tailbone. She did the outline of kind of like the bottom part of it, and then she started with the blackout. Man, there's pain, and then there's getting a full blackout on your tailbone.
Oh yeah.
It is the most
worse
like
than your elbow.
It was the worst thing I have fucking experienced, man. Alexi was tattooing next station. He will like confirm. I was meowing, I was barking, I was screaming, I was swearing in English, in German, in Russian, in Polish, in fucking Chinese, man. There were noises coming out of me that do not come out of a human.
Yep.
I was in bits. We finished the first session, and I was like, I had that moment of, I regret this.
After your first session?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late. I had that moment where I was like, this amount of pain is unbearable. I had that, like, I made a mistake moment. We went in for the second session. It wasn't as bad. Third session, fourth session, we ended up going all the way up to the neck. It just pain. Not as bad. Like, the table was the worst. It just new stuff was coming up, which was painful, which was pain I didn't expect. Bottom of your rib cage, like the bottom two ribs, or just below the rib, since there's no bone behind it. I don't know what it was. That was fucked. Again, as you can see, it's just full black. It's just full saturation. We had a session where I was like a guinea pig for like new needles and new inks as well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of not really. But I was like, yeah, whatever.
It was like a small segment of it. It was just like,
yeah. Just like a small segment that you can then just go over. Like, it was all like completely fine and planned out. It was like like when you go in the middle of your spinal cord with a blackout, the vibration you feel in your spinal cord goes up to your tongue.
Oh,
just
I mean,
weird.
your central nervous system is
just weird shit, man. It was just painful. Every session was just like animal noises, man. It's just like Alexi was just like, Alexi had a client in. I started to fucking bark, man. Alexi was just like, oh yeah, he's getting his back tattooed. It's painful.
How to explain to everyone.
Yeah, there was one like older lady which was I remember she was laughing her fucking eyes out, man. Do you remember her?
Not really.
Yeah, there was
well,
one.
I'm pretty sure
there was one lady which I just heard her giggling after every time I fucking screamed.
It was funny, like.
It was funny.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't me, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm surprised you didn't use numbing cream for that.
I tried numbing cream for yours? For the
really?
Mikasa? No. What did I try numbing cream for?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know what tattoo it was for. I tried numbing cream and it did fuck all. For me, at least. And I was just like, I'm just going to go with it raw. Even after the first session, I was just like... I'm like, what's the thing where you enjoy, like, pain? Is that a masochist? No.
A psychopath?
I enjoy tattoo pain. Obviously, that was fucked. I was regretting it. But, like, I enjoy the pain of tattoos. I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm going to raw dog this, man. At least at the end of it, I'll be able to be like, yeah, I raw dogged this. No numbing cream, you know. It's like it's an achievement, I guess. A psychopathic achievement. Funny enough, neck, the chillest place ever, man. I was like, neck?
Yeah,
tattoos?
bad,
what the fuck? Like, I was like, this is going to suck, man. She went to my neck, the back of my neck. I was like, bro, I could fall asleep, man. This is chill. You got neck tattoos. Was it like that for you as well?
Yeah, it was actually alright.
Bro,
Yeah.
Guys,
don't
don't
until
be...
you got underneath the chin. It was.
Oh yeah, but
like
I mean, like neck. Like, guys, don't be scared of it. If you want one, and you're like, oh, the pain. Nah, don't be. It's chill. There was like under the armpit. Like, short story, man. It was painful as fuck. It took so many sessions. We still have. We still have one more to go, which isn't going to be a long one. It's just touch-ups here and there, because it's just so much saturation. It's hard to finish it. But that was my last tattoo so far. We finished it when? 2 months ago? A month ago?
No idea.
Yeah, like 2 months ago. And yeah.
What's the plans after it? You know, like once you get, your one's finished off and touched up.
This is where I'm at a point where, if you remember me talking about my first tattoo, where it was like, yeah, this is such a deep meaning and everything.
Oh, yeah.
If you compare my first tattoo to my last tattoo on my back, which was like, this will be funny. you know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at a point where
Spontaneity is more.
Yeah, like
more your
obviously,
thing.
like I need to like it. It needs to be something from something I like. Fillers, the most annoying part, I think, or the part that is kind of annoying me the most. Little gaps.
Yeah, I would just try to like build it out first. You know, like your limb, build it out first, and then do gap fillers.
Yeah, it's kind of for this arm. Like, I was talking to Katrina about it because like I have this part here, with kind of the joint with the Final Fantasy one. So we were thinking like maybe like a stick and poke bonsai tree or something like that, just something with like branches so they can go out.
Cool, yeah.
Because I like this part, I am not brave enough to get the inner elbow tattooed with a machine. But no, the future is at the moment just like maybe the filler here, maybe a bigger piece somewhere here and there. I don't know. At the moment, I'm kind of a blank canvas. I was chatting with Anna, because I remember she was saying like, oh, I want to do something like fucking creepy again or something like that, because I've been doing so many kind of like things that I don't mind doing, but I don't necessarily enjoy doing. She was like, I want to do something that's my vibe again. And I was like, yeah, I mean, what do you feel like? And she was like, Silent Hill Nurse, or like Resident Evil. I'm not a big fan of Resident Evil, so I was like, yeah, I love Silent Hill. We could do Silent Hill. So I'm very much like a blank canvas. I'd love to get a more Final Fantasy 14. I'd love to get some more like kind of music related ones, because I lost my Logic one. I'd want to go back to like kind of music related ones. Maybe like I'd love
get a good one.
Yeah, like something. If anyone knows Brockhampton is like, that's my bread and butter. Something with Brockhampton, Final Fantasy, maybe a little bit more Star Wars, because it is such a big part of my life. I'd love to like pay more tribute to it. Maybe Skyrim.
Oh,
don't worry, man. If I'm getting something from Skyrim, man, it's for you, man.
Class.
Yeah, if it's something for Skyrim, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. Something from Skyrim, maybe something from Fallout. I feel like Fallout would be a vibe.
Fallout would be cool, yeah.
Very much blank
the
canvas.
Fallout armor, the Brotherhood.
Oh, the power armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be sick. Although, I don't know. New Vegas is my favorite one. I would kind of want something Vegasy.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like a mutant cowboy with like a cowboy hat or something. But when I think of that, then I think of Anna, like a zombie thing. So maybe that. There is an idea which I think I talked about 2 characters for Final Fantasy 14 as like a shoulder piece, because I don't really have any more space for big tattoos.
Yeah. Well,
aside from my legs. Yeah. It's like this shoulder is pretty much my last opportunity for my arms to get something big. But I'm being maybe a bit too careful with what I get there, since I am feeling the placement pressure a little bit, where it's like, what is my last like oomph piece gonna be? But now for now, my back was such a trip that I'm just taking it chilled for a bit. February, March, April, probably around that time.
Yeah, it's a good time before like the summertime.
Yeah, before like the summertime. Yeah, before
like
the summer kicks
summer
in.
Hits, it's just crazy.
Yeah, and then also like if I'll be fucking going on holidays or whatever, I don't want the sun hitting the fresh tattoo.
Yeah.
But no, it's this. I'm an open canvas, and it's also I love with especially with the tattoo that I got here from Katrina. I love going up to. You're too busy for that. But I love going up to like Katrina or Anna and being like, what do you want to tattoo?
Yeah.
And if you were less busy, I'd be like, what do you want to tattoo as well? But it's kind of like, bro, it's like, oh, yo, Alexi, when are you free? April? July?
Well, it's May, but
May, yeah.
Well, like 6 months.
But yeah, then with you, there's always like stuff to do. Like we have this one, we have this to finish up, we have this to finish up, this to touch up, the red to like do something with. So it's like, yeah, with you, like I already have stuff.
Yeah. You have it kind of lined up anyway.
Have it lined up. So yeah, no, my next steps are finishing everything up, a filler here and there, and maybe just like a tattoo of something like on this arm or whatever.
Yeah.
No proper plans. Fun fact: am I the most tattooed person in the shop?
Yeah.
Because the sheer surface area of my back is
I think
a
you
lot.
are, yeah. Well, it's easier to get tattoos when you're not tattooing.
Yes.
Working in the studio.
Yes, that is very true. That is very true. Not for long though. Not for long. Not for long.
We'll catch up.
Yeah, but no, I mean that's pretty much sums up my tattoos, my tattoo journey. I feel like honestly I've had a pretty good one. I had
well, every tattoo journey is a unique journey. You know, that's why we're doing these podcasts. You know, just covering as many tattoos as we can, I guess. You know, talking about people's journeys and what they went through. And
yeah, I still had hiccups with the everybody tattoo. The infection one is whatever. I don't even care about it. I wouldn't even call that a hiccup. That's just like not even a proper infection. Like that's whatever. I had the hiccup with like the everybody, but that's about it. Yeah, just make sure you go to a studio. Don't get tattooed in someone's garage.
Oh yeah, spot the red flags and don't like pressure yourself into doing it.
Yeah, like I have a 50-50 of getting tattooed in a garage or in a house. Like the Rose, amazing. The everybody, not so much. But the Rose again, I knew the artist.
Yeah, when you build that rapport and trust, you know, you're kind of chill with it, you know.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was just like, not to like cheat on you guys or anything, but I was gonna be like, I might go to the Dublin guy to get a little something, you know, just to catch up with him, you know.
Yeah, no, like everybody's got that artist, you know.
Yeah, it's just that I'm scared of the Dublin tattoo studio prices.
Oh right, yeah. I mean, I couldn't imagine they're like chair rent and overheads and everything.
Yeah, in like the biggest fucking city in Ireland.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine how much they would charge. But no, we will wrap this up. Hopefully I'll be back for a different episode of something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll just take Katrina. I'll just be like, yo, Katrina, don't tell Lexi. We'll just film a podcast together.
Yeah. I mean, you can. You have the freedom to. That's like,
yeah,
it's
true.
in the shot.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I will catch you guys next time. Been a long time since I've been on.
But yeah, I feel a sneeze coming. All right. Well, before I sneeze, Veni Vidi Mavi. Peace out.
Yeah, I'm Avi. Let's go.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Nice.
All right.